Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So the Mids offense starts with less than ideal field position thanks to that return. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today, there's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Hand off to the right side. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, UNC.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
And he crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The 20. At the 10 now. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, midshipman.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the North Carolina offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Perkins. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Hit as he released it. Caught over the middle. It's Perkins. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the football. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Tar Heels are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here's the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play. So two chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's third and goal. Looking to scramble. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for three. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. He knocks this one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Returner looking to create better field position. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And it's North Carolina in front, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. The short completion to the tight end. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
There's the handoff. Looks like Navy will have the first down.
Just exactly what you'd expect to see from Navy. Tough, physical running, and a first down to keep those sticks moving.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Great move in the open field. Aiming for the end zone. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Navy. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start with the 25. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Now it's 2nd down here. The defense with more pre-snap movement. And they get the completion. And he's tackled after the catch. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the ball to the ground. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
And he boots it high into the air. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Well, they feed the fullback here, the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards. Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, midshipman.
Boy, this quarterback is hungry for the end zone. That was not a short run. Guy put his running shoes on and took it back to his Pop Warner days, showcasing that agility for the long touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good.
North Carolina, 10.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Using his legs here. And the defense smothers him for no gain. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And is intercepted.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. They come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
Takes the handoff again. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Navy.
Chris, it's a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver. But I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And they go up 18 after the PAT. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Pass complete. It's second down now. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
13.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we go through an entire regular season to get to this point, and thus far the ACC Championship has seen its share of unpredictable moments, but also simply breathtaking plays. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the men who will take us home in this ACC Championship, Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Navy will kick it off as we start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. We get the second half started with the running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
This is why you don't predetermine what to do with the ball as a quarterback. He wants to throw this as he rolls out to his right, but instead he keeps his eyes downfield, recognizes there's nobody open, so instead he decides to become the runner, and he's a real threat when he has the ball in his hands.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Tar Heels. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the handoff on the counter play. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Navy getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Back in motion now. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on 3rd down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
They try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. 1st down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that will pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at 38.
Just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Chris, how dangerous is this offense? I mean, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. Last drive stalled, but they're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it down to the back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch. 2nd down after that completion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down to the 49. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. This is a crucial third down play. To try a field goal from here will be 61 yards. Here's the option play. Oh, look out, the football is free. The ball bounces out of bounds. That's a break for the offense. They'll lose yardage, but keep possession. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And this will be fair caught at the 15. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Look out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Perkins. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, North Carolina. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And the returner is brought down. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Breaks a tackle into the clear. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
On third down, it's a handoff. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. We reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? 7th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. The defense backed up against their own end zone. The big fullback's got it here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nick Shipman.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this down a few yards deep in the end zone. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen to try to win it in regulation? Let's see. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Navy. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock, eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
North Carolina, 35.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He flips it to the back across the middle. It's a fumble. So the offense retains possession and avoids a catastrophic turnover. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Touchdown, UNC. This quarterback on fire today.
What a touchdown here to pull them within 1 with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. How do you play this now? Do you call it conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Plus the 45 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, midshipmen. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
I'm just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. The defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play the situation? Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's caught downfield. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line. They come up and quickly spike it, stopping the clock.
It leads to 2nd down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. No press here. The defense backing away. He's running out of time here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. What a special year at a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.